Good evening. Thank you so much for everybody that's joined me tonight. I really appreciate you joining tonight. I want to just tell you a wee bit about me and why I have actually set this up. So, my name's Audrey Patterson. If you're new to me, I set up Thrive over 45 because I lost myself not once, not twice, probably 4 times now. And what I would say to you is just keep an open mind. You might think, well, I've never actually done anything like this before. I want to feel better, but I don't know how to. Just bear with me. I'm actually playing some meditation music in the background, and if you've never been exposed to something like that, keep your mind open because it has been an absolute lifeline for me. So I'm a mum, I'm a business owner, and I'm now 63. And I've lived through menopause, health challenges, and that quiet feeling of losing myself. And I was showing up for everybody else. And I talk about this all the time. Put your own oxygen mask on. So I'm here because I've walked this path. Some of the things that I've actually set up is because I actually would like to have got there and thought I would love other people to come with me. But why am I passionate? So I love helping women who are over 45 stop blame themselves, understand what's really happening in midlife, and find a gentler, more supported way to thrive. Now, it's not just one thing. It's not just like take a magic pill, and it's not taking HRT, and it's not going to a doctor, and it's a whole lot of things. If we think about how we've got here, we have given everybody else our power along the way. We've been mums, wives, aunties, whatever we've been, business owners, and sometimes forgotten that we actually exist. And I can't even imagine working Monday through Friday, 9, 5, plus whatever extra, and then making dinners and getting to gyms and looking after yourself and being healthy, and then top it off with perimenopause, grief, losing somebody, all of these things. So I can't even imagine. But what I want to do with this is try and help you maybe compartmentalise things, maybe find some techniques that might actually help you feel a bit better. Maybe just thinking, it's all about me. And I actually heard a lady, she lost 6 stones, and it's because of the 6 stones that then made her decide, right, okay, it's now my time. And she's told her family they all have to step up and they all have to do something, or make a dinner, or do washing and cooking, cleaning, everybody take a turn. It's not all down to one person. How could you do something like that? A bit of delegation, because that would be your first start to just get a wee bit time back for yourself. So why is midlife harder? Now, if I think back to the days when I was young, and my mum didn't go back to work until I was 14. Yes, she had health challenges. She had rheumatoid arthritis. She had an underactive thyroid. She had an early menopause. Now, I don't have the rheumatoid arthritis, which is why I decided, when the nurse said to me, "Well, you're going down your mum's path," and I said, "No, I'm not. I'm stopping at the underactive thyroid and the early menopause. I'm not taking anything else." But I had 2 weeks maternity leave, not a choice, but basically I was self-employed, and the government gave me £50. My husband had been working with me, trained him to be a financial advisor, and that's what we were getting because I was self-employed and my husband was working. We got £50. So it's the stress load that you have put on yourself. Willpower no longer works the same way. There are too many things that can entice us. I mean, can you think back to the days when your mum, my mum, they would have made homemade food all the time because they were in the house. If my mum was in the house till I was 14, we had a homemade dinner. We're trying to work 9 till 5, plus the rest, plus the commute, plus the washing, ironing, cooking, cleaning, plus all the things that we do extra, like the weekends. Like, we have a much faster way of life, and I actually spent some time with some old ladies that I know, And I said to them, what would it have been like? They said, oh, we would have made a big dinner. There would have been a big pot of food in case anybody came in. We don't. We go out. We've just come back. We were out for dinner on a Sunday night. That would have been a once in a wee, maybe a bit of a year where they would maybe go, twice, maybe twice a month, maybe twice every 3 months. Who knows? But because of that, they were more in the house and doing things. We're not failing. We are just trying to do far too much. And maybe when we get to menopause, I do believe everything changes. We are not the strong person that we are. We've got all this brain fuzz. And we've got, at my point when I went early menopause, I had gone through a nutritionist, and what he said to me was I was intolerant to wheat, dairy and coffee. Now, that's because we've abused that for so long. I would just grab a sandwich, have another coffee. I would have maybe had sugar in it. All of these things, we're now learning that refined sugars, some of these things are just not good for us. We're not failing. It's just different. But it's information. We need to use that information and then help ourselves beyond. As I said, I'm 63. People I'm working with are between 45 and 63. But we juggle work, grandchildren, family. We have no time for you because that's just the bottom of the line, isn't it? So take comfort in this. You are not behind anyone else. You're walking your own path, you're at your own pace, and you're exactly where you're meant to be. So let's think about it, ways that you could feel better. Gently, small daily supports can make a big difference. Movement, nourishment, calm, rest, and time for just you. Do you ever think that you would do that? Because you don't. Because if somebody said do that, you would go and make a pot of soup, or you would go and get washing on or get the ironing done, or and not say I am delegating and I want somebody to help, because we don't, because we are super mums and think that we should be. This is about kindness, not pressure. Let's explore some things that have helped me over the last 23 years since I lost myself for the second time after losing my mum at the age of 40 with a 3-year-old and going menopausal. My biggest problem was nobody actually knew what box I was fitting in. The doctor couldn't find out what box I was in because I was perimenopausal, I was younger than everybody else, I had osteopenia, all of these things. So he's trying everything and it's just not working. So what I would say to you just now is grab a glass of water, and if you haven't tried Trip, I've got my can of Trip, and the reason I think this one helps actually, it's a CBD. Now you might think, well, that's cannabis. It's got a tiny wee bit of cannabis in it, but it's got elderflower. This is my favourite one because they're all different flavours. I've not tried some of the strawberry. I didn't particularly like the raspberry. I like the cucumber mint and I like the elderflower mint. And it's got premium CBD, it's got lethamine, it's got ginseng, and it's got chamomile. All of these things will help calm you. So I actually enjoy this more than I do alcohol. So just sit and calm yourself for just 2 minutes. Breathe. You're maybe getting washing the dishes and getting the iron and getting ready for a Monday and all of these things. Just breathe for 2 minutes. What we say to you is, don't think about how far you have to go. Think about how far you've actually come. And why, for me, meditation actually matters. So we had a horrific COVID. I lost so many family, but one of the biggest things that happened to me was suicide. And because of that, that's become one of my passions. I love helping people just find themselves when they've been struggling. Meditation helps calm an overworked nervous system. So I used to go in to see my clients and they would think, Audrey, you go 100 miles an hour. You are actually, I have to take 2 painkillers. That's what one of my clients said. I had to take 2 painkillers to actually listen to you. And I'm thinking, what is she talking about? But what actually happened was, when I did meditation, I actually put it through a Bluetooth headband. It doesn't sit in my ears, it sits over my ears. I have come down a few levels. My stress is reduced, my sleep's get better, my anxiety is a lot better. My ADHD brain, now have you ever thought that you have ADHD but you've never been diagnosed. I think a lot of us could, and I think a lot of us have the traits of it. We don't need a diagnosis unless you're really bad and you think I need medication for it. Me, the CBD, things like that really, really help with me, and some coping mechanisms like EFT. And if you haven't heard of that, it's called emotional freedom tapping. And the other things that would help would be massage, cold water dipping. If you haven't done that, we actually did a retreat. I put a message on Facebook and said, does anybody want to come to a mental health weekend? And it was based on the forced suicides. And 19 of us went to Glencoe, and we went in cold water dipping. Now, there was people who had never done it before, but we took their hand and we helped them in. And some of us have become lifelong friends. We're in this WhatsApp and we chat every single day. Now, what it actually does is it works on your nerve, the back of your neck, and it calms, but there is a specific way to actually do that. So one of the girls is actually expert that comes with us, and they were actually dipping today. Now, it is extremely cold right now, so you need to be really careful when you're doing some of these things. But what it helps as well with sleep, focus, support, anxiety, hormonal balance. It creates space between your thoughts and emotions. It's not about emptying your mind. It's about giving your body and your mind a moment to feel safe, and even a few minutes a day can make everything feel more manageable. Now, I'm going to play a 3-minute one, but I'm going to just tell you why the meditation actually works and what the Bluetooth headband. I don't think I could sleep if there was an actual earphone in my ear, but because it sits over my ear, it actually shuts out everything else as well, and it focuses right on what I need. So get comfortable, but you need to be sitting, lying down, close your eyes, focus on your breath, and listen to a calming voice. And if your mind wanders, gently bring it back. Now, there are a lot of other techniques that I'm going to talk about here as well. One of the things, I had gone to see a lady who did energy therapy, and it was called meridian therapy. And what she'd said to me was count back from 1,004s, and that works. Because see if you can get to 500, you're pretty good. I've never got to 500, so I'll lie on about 1,000. 996, 992, 988. Now you're concentrating so much and trying to do those fours that your brain is focusing so much on that you're shutting out everything else. So I'm going to play a meditation for you, and I've got a few different ones. I've got an Audible book, which is about 13 hours, and if you want me to email that to you, I will email it to you. I think it cost me about £10, and I have played that every single night for the last 6 years. It's actually become, it's more than a habit. They say it takes 21 days to change a habit. I have done this every single night, and it's like a withdrawal. I can't even imagine not doing it. I have to have my headband with me. I have to have that noise for me to sleep. I don't like the sound of silence. So let's just close our eyes. And I'm going to play this one. And if you want the longer one, I can send it to you. So this one here, I'm going to play for 3 minutes. It would be so amazing for giving you life. Feel the gratitude in every cell of your body. And as you do, allow yourself to surrender, to let go, to release whatever needs to be released. It's time to surrender the struggle. It's time to let go of the challenges and anything that doesn't serve you right now. You're here to make magic happen. You're here to live your best life and to welcome in success. You're here to be worthy. You're here to have joy and love, and we are going to activate you and calibrate you to receive what you want. You have the power to allow all that you desire to flow to you. The universe is here to conspire in your favour. All you need to do is let go. Thank you. So that's the meditation. I've got 3 of these meditations, and these are the short ones I use. But there are also longer ones, like I said, the one that I do all night. It doesn't click off because I've done some YouTube ones before, and when they click, they just wake me. So if you would like me to email that, I'd love to send it to you. Be kinder to your nervous system. This week, I want you to choose to slow down. When you can breathe, when I notice tension and stop pushing myself past what feels supportive. Choose one small act of self-daily care. Not perfection, not everything, just one gentle action each day that helps you feel calmer, steadier, or more like you. So what could you do? It could be getting into the bath, light a candle, get a can of trip, do your nails, do a massage on your face, do a face pack, put a foot pack on, put a hot water bottle in and light a candle. But just take 30 minutes to you and watch how things will change. When you feel calmer, everything will change. So one of the simple things that you can do, and a lot of times it's caused by clutter. And I actually experienced this really early on. I was about 23. My boss was a sergeant major. And I remember saying to him, "What's my career path?" And he said, "Career path? I thought you were here passing your time till you get married and had a baby." Well, some of the things that he taught me, I mean, that was unusual, right? I wouldn't get away with it now. But some of the things that he taught me did make sense. And what he would talk about was clutter. So, for instance, if we worked in a file, if our desk was a mess, our head was a mess. If we worked in a file and we worked down the way, by a Friday there would be a pile, and the bottom one would be something that you just kept putting there because you thought, my head just can't deal with that. And what we would have to do on a Monday was turn the files upside down and work back, because a Monday head is different from a Friday head. If you think about your head like that, clear the space. Even a drawer. If you can declutter a drawer or a surface, say for instance your kitchen, one of your surfaces has got a lot of things in it, clear it. You will feel a shift. One small win will make you do something different and do more. And that's just often something that's enough to make the shift about how you can actually change your head. So step 2, for me, it's always been take a bath, light a candle, dim the lights. I can change my mood in no time. Music, I can put on a meditation, I can put on something I love, and I can lift my spirits really quickly. But taking a bath, light a candle, and put the lights down and just chill. Tell everybody you are not available. Set the mood. Even if it's a trip or a wine or whatever it is, you're on dry January, you'll not be having a wine. Just chill. And let everybody know, no, this is my time. You will get a better version of me if you allow me this time. Step 3, clear your mind. Let go of worries. You don't need to solve everything tonight. Some things you can gently just put down, even for just a short pause. It will help your mind breathe again. So what can you say? I don't need to do that today. I can do it tomorrow. It really doesn't matter. One of the things I like using for that is called Google Keep. And Google Keep is an app. So you maybe hear people say, I've got a to-do list that's a length of my arm. I used to do to-do lists, and sometimes I would get frustrated because I had so many things on it and I never got to the next page. What I do with Google Keep is I take it off and I move it to the next day. And it's basically, I didn't get it done. It's just, I had too many things on, but I don't let my head think, you never did that, and beat myself up, because it's our head that causes us so many issues. Clear your mind. When thoughts feel busy or heavy, movement can help, or thinking can't. You don't have to empty your mind, just give it a go. So for me, I can put music on and dance, and I'll do that. If you're on TikTok, look for a lady, she's called Stephanie Ann. She will love you doing a duet with her. I'm 63 and I've done a few duets with her. Dance like nobody's watching, but sometimes we get it in our head, our friends are watching. See, when you can get to the stage where you think, I don't care if my friends see me and they want to do the same, everything will change. So move your body in a way that feels good. No steps, no rules, no judgement. Movement releases tension, lifts your mood, and it helps your nervous system reset. Sometimes the fastest way forward is to move, not think. Thinking can actually stop you in your tracks. So gentle exercise, what I would say is if you're 60, don't go and look for a 20-year-old because you'll not be able to do it. And if you're thinking, I'd like some motivation, come and join my Facebook group. It's called It's All About You. Movement doesn't need to be intense to be effective. YouTube is a brilliant place to start. Gentle yoga, stretching, chair exercises, walking workouts, 10 to 15 minutes sessions. Just start. Don't think, how do I start? See if you've never walked 5,000 steps before, don't start on 5, start on 10, just 10 steps, run up down the stairs twice. Get to 500, get to 1,000, get to 10,000. You will get there if you're consistent. Even a tin of beans can make a difference. So if you see this young girl and she's doing a workout and you think, I can't do that, don't take the advice from her. Find out from somebody one of the posts I actually did on Facebook, and I had posted a move and a woman said, I can't do that, Audrey. Well, what other one can I do? That's absolutely fine. Find the other one that you can do. Go and look for influencers who are sharing what is available for your age group and just stick on the YouTube. Whatever you do, make sure you enjoy it. Like for me, if I was on a treadmill in a gym, that would be my worst thing. I love gabbing. I go to Active Age last week. I didn't do as many as I did the week before. The week before, I think I did about, what did I do? 10,000 steps each day. And I did 3 Zumba classes, 1 Active Age and a Dance Fit. But I would not have gone to the treadmill every day because it really doesn't motivate me. Energy. Food can be energy, comfort and support. When you nourish your body well, your nervous system is calm and everything feels more manageable. Now, I've actually put this photograph for a reason. If your life just feels kind of black and white just now with a hint of colour, get the colour back. Eat the rainbow. You will start to feel better because all of that actually helps with your brain. It helps with your mental health. I did the Zoe programme, which was by Professor Spector, which was fascinating. And that's some of the things that I teach in my 30-day transformation as well, where I talk about avocado. You might think, well, I don't think I like avocado and I don't know whether I could eat it and I don't know what the calories are and I don't know how to help my health. Well, maybe you should learn what that would actually do, and tracking the right things will actually help your head. Have you ever heard somebody say you are what you eat? Because we are. Gentle nutrition check-in. Ask yourself, how does your body feel when you eat regularly? Do I notice energy dips or mood changes when I skip meals and I'm fueling my body or just getting through the day? It isn't about judgment, it's about noticing patterns with kindness. Now, the importance of protein. Do you know what protein actually does? Now, especially if you have an underactive thyroid, you need to be able to try and get as much protein as you can. I need 150 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein. So I need to try and get 30 grams of protein at every meal. And if that's 5 meals a day, that's what I need to do. But I lost 30 pounds. I was on Manjaro because I had an underactive thyroid and it was a broken thyroid. I tried everything along with the NHS, along with consultants, and never really got anywhere. But I then decided I am going to try Manjaro because I had watched and it was a diabetic medication, but I want to lose the weight the right way, which is why I did the Zoe programme as well. I protected my muscle and I haven't lost muscle and I haven't got this melted face that they talk about with Manjaro. So I'm trying everything to age as well as I can, be as fit and healthy as I can. My son's 27 tomorrow and I want to be as fit and healthy as I can for as long as I can. Is weight loss one of yours? What's your goals? Or is it health? Or is it to be fitter? Or is it just to have more energy? So 10 habits for weight loss. Eat boiled eggs for breakfast. But that's not enough. You need to know what else you need to do because boiled eggs will only give you 12 grams of protein. That's not enough. I've just said how much protein you need. Eat more fish. You might think, I don't like fish. Well, there are things that you could do that can actually help with that. Water before every meal. Salad before every meal. Limit processed foods. Do you know what's actually the processed foods? Now, they're talking about dementia. If you've never come across a person called Patrick Holford, Have a look at Patrick Holford. He is the world's leading nutritionist. He talks about dementia and he reckons it's all down to nutrition. And so did the Zoe programme, so does Barbara O'Neill, so do all of these top people. They don't say it just for nothing. So if you think, well, I lifted a tin of corned beef and that's what I had, and really I didn't feel that great, well, you're not going to feel that great, trust me. No juices. Juices are just full of sugar. Eat yogurt daily. Now, do you know what kind of yogurt? So again, one of the things that I shared in the group today was 4 different types of yogurt that you could look at, especially ones that are zero fat, lower in calories, and also give you high protein. Be active. But you might think, I can't be active because it's a catch-22. I'm not fit. I'm not healthy. How can I be? Again, on my 30-day transformation, I will help you get through that. Lemon water in the morning. I'm really guilty. I love my coffee and I like a hot, milky coffee. Lemon, I actually don't like, but it's one of the things I am really going to try because what it does is it changes the thoughts in your head as well. Eat your water. Now, what does that even mean? Watermelon, all the things that have a lot of water in them. Take these. They will help with your water intake, which will help you with the fluid, which will help you lose weight. Join one of my next 5-day challenges as well. I'll help you find the right food, exercise and supplements to help you feel fitter in 2026. And that's just some of the ones. You know, that was a short part that I did where I lost before. Have you heard the saying, we are what we eat? Well, we definitely are. If you eat rubbish, you're going to feel rubbish. And I spoke to a lady and I said, she says, I feel absolutely terrible. I've got fibromyalgia and I feel really, really bad. And I said, so how was your Christmas? She says, yeah, it was really good. And I said, what was your food intake like? And she went, terrible, it was really bad. And I said, well, you're going to feel really bad because you are what you eat. So if you would like a copy of my mood and food journal, email me and I'll get it over to you. Track it, and track it. You will be able to see from each day how you feel from just what you've had to eat. So thanks so much for attending this workshop and let me know how I can support you. You're not behind, you're not broken, and you're definitely not too late. So many women hit this chapter and think something's gone wrong. And when something is waking up, if this spoke to you, you're not alone. Save it, share it, or just let it land. I created a Certified Thrive Over 45, and my Facebook group is called It's All About You, because you can look at this and you can think it is all about me, but I'm not doing anything about it. And if you don't do that, you can change your life, but first you have to change your thinking. So you will have an amazing 2026, but you'll only have that if you decide to take a first step. So whether it's join my first 5-day challenge, whether it's join the Facebook group, or whether it's come on a 30-day transformation, I look forward to continuing this journey with you. Lock arms with me. There's the B scanner code. If you take a photograph and expand that, that'll take you to connect with me as well. And, you know, subscribe to my email. Let me keep you up to date with all the things that's going on because we have a few things coming up. We've got more mental health weekends. The 30-day transformation is starting. Jump in, lock arms. Let's get to December in a completely new way, feeling that we are thriving and not just surviving. So thank you so much and have a fantastic night.